Some monsters don't hide under the bed. They own it and rent it out. Hi, I'm Kris Rainwaters, your favorite real estate witch, and today's story is a little darker than usual. It's a cautionary tale about what happens when power is abused in the one place we're supposed to feel safe, home. Let's begin. Once upon a time, there was a man who called himself Pops, but that wasn't his name. But it was what he made people call him. Pops owned a few crumbling duplexes near the edge of the city. Paint peeling, floorboard soft, rent dirt cheap. He liked to say he was doing people a favor. You ladies just need a fresh start, he'd say. I don't mind giving you one. Most of his tenants were women, young, single, down on their luck, a couple in school, a few between jobs, all of them looking for somewhere safe. At first, Pop seemed harmless. He fixed the toilets, replaced the light bulbs, came by with rent receipts and greasy coffee and mismatched mugs. But he never knocked. He had the keys, and he liked to remind them. Just checking in on my girls, he'd say with a grin while staring creepily at them in whatever state of undress he'd found them in. Some of them tried to ignore it, stopped asking for help, stopped answering the door, started sleeping with chairs under the knob. A few talked about leaving, but they all knew the math. Anywhere safer was twice the rent. And Pops, he was always watching, always smiling, always nearby. They felt trapped. And he liked it that way. Pops was usually pretty good at hiding his little indiscretions from the general public, but one day, he got sloppy. One of the tenants, Maya, had a new friend over for a visit. Her name was Danielle, and she just happened to be a real estate agent. While they were sitting on the couch talking, Pops let himself in. No knock, no call, like usual. He looked at Danielle and said, "Didn't know Maya had company. You planning on staying long?" Stared her down threateningly, turned around, and walked out. Danielle blinked slowly, then looked at Maya. "Does he always do that?" she asked carefully. Maya shrugged, eyes on the floor. "Only when he thinks I'm alone." She hesitated, then added, "Last week, I caught him watching me through the bathroom window." That was all Danielle needed. She didn't gasp. She didn't make a scene. She just searched for her phone. Names, dates, details. She wrote everything down. And then she made a few calls, the right ones. A week later, investigators were on the property. A month later, Maya wasn't alone. 6 women, 6 sworn statements, different apartments, same nightmare. And when the jury heard it, they didn't hesitate. Pops lost the keys permanently. He was banned from managing property, banned from entering the buildings, banned from contacting tenants, past, present, or future. The court ordered him to hire a licensed third-party manager. He still owns the buildings, but they're no longer his playground. And his profits, they're a little thinner these days, just like his reputation. He also had to pay damages to the women he hurt and a hefty civil penalty on top of that. Now, an outside company handles everything. They knock before entering. They ask before fixing. And the locks, they've all been changed. The end. The moral of the story? Cheap rent should never cost you your dignity. Some villains don't wear a mask. They just have a master key and hope no one's watching. But monsters lose their power when someone speaks up. And if you ever see something that feels wrong, say something, even if you're just visiting. Because safety is sacred. And if you're looking for a home where you can rest, recharge, and breathe again, I'm your girl. Let's find you the kind of place where you hold the keys and no one makes you call them Pops.